Hey, I'm Silva and welcome to a new Shadow Sister Healing video. And in my videos, I let your shadow meet your light so you can be whole again. And today is Friday and I'm doing my Friday love reading. And again, I have now chapter 8 from this book of Lady Chatterleys Lover. And I have also prepared here 3 piles that you can choose. It's a little bit noisy outside here. But the beautiful thing about this reading is that this is happening on the full moon of Sagittarius, and the moon is just in front of me over there. So it's beautiful to just get that moon power in and do this reading for you. Hopefully there is enough light that I can read enough. So anyway, let's present these piles. So pile number 1 is this La Chanson du Printemps. It's 3 women with sheeps and throat chakra crystal. I have bought these cards from France. I visited there one day. It's all a bit French. Pile number 2 is Versailles, the Parc Suisse pool and orangery. There is this 2 swans over there. And then green Aventurine heart chakra crystal. 1 and 2. And pile number 3 is in the evening's purple. This couple gazing to the sea. And then crown chakra crystal amethyst. These are your choices, and I put all timestamps in the description box. And what else I can say? I always put there also some explanation of these crystals. So if you want to read more, I put some more wisdom about them. As well, I put link to my spiritual art course that you can take. It's a 4-week course, including also my Shadow Sister Healing tarot reading for 1 hour. So I'm happy if anybody of you get more deeper with things I can offer and take that course, because it's very empowering. It goes through archetypes and encourage you to paint your own empowering archetype. Anyway, this was a little publicity, and now let's go in the first reading. So we have here a throat chakra and these 3 girls. They are even holding a sheep. The middle one is even holding here like a little sheep. Oh, beautiful. It's like a sisters, 3 sisters. I mean, I immediately think about like this triple goddess, like a maiden, mother, crone. Because full moon is all about mother energy. And even the girl in the middle doesn't look so motherly because it's like a very young looking. It's anyway, mother energy is very nurturing. It's full moon is about mother kind of cycle of the moon is full. Anyway, this somehow reminds me of the femininity and like how you should not be afraid to show that anima, that side, or be in touch with that. If you're a man, you should not be afraid of it. I mean, I have here also this empress, beautiful empress here to remind about feminine powers, how you have to nurture things into being. Okay, throat chakra crystal is Lapis Lazuli. It's also a very intuitive or protective stone as well. Here, it's really disturbed me. There is a lot of noise on the street. Hopefully it's not hearing to you. Anyway, so here, what I want to say, throat chakra, you should find a way to express yourself, to heal, to find a beautiful expression, whatever it is, that you are not a silent child, that you are able to communicate. That is for your love. Important that you speak up, you express your love. you show it. But now I'm really improvising again, taking the cards live. What could I feel? Yes, I take, of course, Lady Chatterleys cards first. So here we have this one. It is, she obeyed him. He had that curious kind of protective authority she obeyed at once. Okay, there is this contact between Lady Chatterley and the gamekeeper. Now we start to get a little more connection there. Let's see what's going on with the Mellors. So I always read from this book. Now it's chapter 8. This card came. I wondered what the hammering was, she said. I wondered what the hammering was, she said, feeling weak and breathless and a little afraid of him as he looked so straight at her. Getting the cops ready for the young bots, he said in broad vernacular. She did not know what to say and she felt weak. I should like to sit down a bit, she said. Come and sit there, this is a bit dialect, it's very difficult for me. I'm not British. Come and sit there, eat that too, he said, going in front of her to the hut, pushing aside more timber and stuff and drawing out a rustic chair made of hazel sticks. Am at a light year, little fire, he asked, with the curious naivety of the dialect. Oh, don't bother, she replied. But she looked at her hands, they were rather blue. So he quickly took some large twigs to the little brick fireplace in the corner, and in a moment the yellow flame was running up the chimney. He made a place by the brick hearth. Sit there then a bit and warm here, he said. She obeyed him. He had that curious kind of protective authority. She obeyed at once. So she sat and warmed her hands at the blaze and dropped logs on the fire whilst outside he was hammering again. She did not really want to sit. Poked in a corner by the fire, she would rather have watched from the door, but she was being looked after, so she had to submit. So, yes, this lady is now entering to this kind of world of the Mellors gamekeeper. It's kind of like what I get from here is that the Mellors have really strong frame, and she's kind of like having, let's say, weak frame. She's like submitting to it and just letting him lead. But I think it's very masculine quality that somebody like a man is leading. But anyway, she has her own sorrows. She's happy that there is somebody that takes the lead. Anyway, let's see. I would say, we have this lady and the gamekeeper. What cards we go? I'm really now looking live. I think I take the normal. No, because it's moon. The card jumped to the floor. Damn it. Where did you go? I'm gonna take this Queen of the Moon Oracle because it's full moon. Let's have some kind of like a atmosphere card where this reading is going to, because it's a love reading. I want to have a little bit guidance how we do this. Okay, so we have the unexpected blue moon. It's something unexpected. Maybe it's telling about a little bit about this relationship, that something is unexpected and new in this connection you're having. Anyway, similar color as the throat chakra, this kind of bluish. Then maybe take one archetype card. Let's see what kind of archetype is in play in your love relationships. Oh, it's beautiful. This moon is really stunning there. I'm just taking one card and that's it. One archetype card that would kind of define a little bit your relationship atmosphere, or like a grounding relationship, what is there to be aware. Okay, it's one card. Okay, so the ring. The ring. There is some kind of bond. Unexpected ring. Okay, let's read this first, because I think I need to have a little bit more into this to understand. Card number one. In the infinite, the wheel, the connection. The ring is an image of a connectedness. Rather than viewing life as linear, as a series of progressive achievement, the ring challenges us to sense the cyclical, infinite nature of our world and experiences. Beginnings and endings fall by the wayside as we practice seeing ourselves as part of the cosmic circularity of creation. For this reason, it's no surprise a ring is worn on the finger to represent eternal love that surpasses space, time, and worldly things. So much can be projected onto this archetypal image because it mimics the Earth's orbit around our great sun and intimate bond between two lovers. It is the micro and macro united. This card calls us to deepen connection with self, other, and the world at large. Meanwhile, there may be a literal ring waiting to adorn your finger. Okay, this circular energy is also very feminine, very animal energy. But because we have here unexpected and the ring, it's almost like, it's hard for me to say this, but maybe somebody could have somebody give their unexpected ring as a token of love. Could happen. Anyway, we have here the throat chakra and it calls you to express more. So if the expression is that somebody wants to give you more gifts or express love language, in a sense that there is 5 love language. One is act of service, somebody do something for you. One is giving gifts. One is touch. One is like affirmation, speaking words. And what was the 5th? What was the 5th? Did I say all? I think I say quite many. But yeah, that is the, like if somebody wants to give you a gift or commit, the ring is definitely part of that. Yes. This is 43, this number here. I don't know what number here is, but anyway. So we have here, looks like relationship could have unexpected ring. So let's see you and your person. Let's just see it with the normal cards. It's interesting to use this classic tarot cards. We have a full moon, Sagittarius energy that is very much like nurturing things, goals into being. see. Let's feel more. You and your person. See you, and this can be reversed. Sometimes you recognize yourself from the other card, but I speak from this is you and this other person. Your person got 2 cards, you got 1 card. So you come off as 10 of Wands, somebody who has struggle or like a lot of work, who it's kind of the camel is breaking the back. There's too much for one person to carry on. And your person are not easy things. Both have struggle. The person have a major arcana Tower card, change, and then the 10 of Swords. These are struggle card, like a things have to change. Both of you have this. Both of you have this. So one is having too much to carry, too much task and work, things to do that breaks the back, and the other one is having toxic beliefs, things that are like a hurting, and then arguments and Tower is like a, you can connect it to even some fights, war. Things are really, they have to change. Things change. There's this Tower breaking. The beliefs not working out. You have this kind of struggle going on, maybe separation, maybe that's why. What is change? Not easy cards, but then you have this ring and the unexpected. And the story that she obeyed him. The person is definitely more, maybe there's a tool that has a stronger frame, but still the person has, your person has started to argue or has left you or has like started this all chaos. But because it's completely like hurting, it's like the sword just like a final blow. It was final blow to the person. It's too much. Nobody in the struggle situation, how can you even have a relationship? You are too much concerned of your own worries. It tells me really that still this ring is present. The commitment is present here. That's something that maybe feels to me now that the ring has been thrown away because this Tower moment has come. But this unexpected is still saying that something unexpected can happen in your relationship. So very hard to see still from this, let's say, advice card here. So let's have it from this Lovers Whispers deck. What is that relationship? Positive thing about it. I usually discuss positive, but what is the treasure? Okay, it gives me 2 cards about your relationship. You could see more clear. First is, okay, true love. So from your side, there's a true love. This love is once in a lifetime. So even you are struggling, there's a unicorn or everything here in this picture. Anyway, you have been giving a true love from your side, but the person, Tower and everything, is advised to listen with your heart. You are listening, but need to hear with a loving heart. So there is this that the heart has been lost here. Of course, I can see the sword. Sword is all mental. Somebody has bad beliefs and totally in their head. And so the beliefs are kind of making that bad result. The beliefs are making the tower break, because there is no founding, that the tower is not it's in the psychic grounds. It's not able to, like the mind can't handle something. But you are advised to listen to your heart, with your heart. I mean, the person is advised. In true love. Anyway, there is a lot of struggle here in the pile number 1. I wish I could give you a little bit hope here. Let's see the light message in this situation. Both got definitely a little bit difficulties to be together. One message. I'm seen. Sometimes it can be hard when you think nobody sees you who you really are. But this card tells me that you are seen. So you should not worry about that. But how about hurt? At least your person should listen to his heart or her heart more. That would help. Okay, I need to give you advice card. Which one will go? Full moon. I think I will go with the shaman. Shaman stream. Perfect time for that. Getting darker here. Shaman. Dream. Okay, now again 2. I get a little bit a lot card, but okay. They came top of these, so kind of advice for you because maybe you're separated. So okay, this advice came for you and the person. So for you, advice is stranger and curiosity. So it's top of the true love, and then you, the person, has straddling worlds, wandering between realms. So what's happening here? Maybe you're both a little bit lost with this connection now. You seem to be having curiosity of some stranger, while your partner is like straddling worlds, wandering between realms. In between the twilight. Let's see how much I can read from here. We could have a little look into this. So the stranger means the other, moving past fear of difference, curiosity and acceptance. The stranger moves through the world in a shroud of darkness that often elicits fear, rejection and uncertainty, as the danger of unknown defies its very presence. Yes, there is a veil of separation between you. Look closer and summon the courage to remain open to what you might find. You may be conditioned to look only for what mirrors what is safe and known to you, refusing to entertain any concept of other beyond something to fear. It's a little dark here. In order to broaden your world and your experiences of it, you must refute the illusion that sameness is the only way. Nothing you expect eternally matches up with the other, and you are challenged by your own inexperience. But don't miss this opportunity for learning. Something extraordinary is being offered to you now if you remain curious and teachable. Allow the newness to envelop you as you explore the possibilities. This is a departure from your expectations, but a stranger has come to invite you to dance to a new music, a new tempo, a new sensation that will add more dimension to you and what you create as a result. Now is a time to leave room for other points of view, other ways of seeing with humility and grace. This is a defining moment. Take the risk. Life is like a precious diamond with many facets, not just one. Okay, that's for you about the true love. I would say we can so much develop our capacity to love, to just love ourselves first. To be home with our heart, to not be stranger to our heart and the realms of heart. I think you have been going, just thinking about the survival mode and working, while kind of your heart has become like a stranger for you, like what is actually to stay curious, to love, to be open. This person is going to turn in the back. But to love, you have to be open. And your person, with all these kind of fights going on, advice to listen to the heart. Let's see what is there going on. Being comfortable in two states, wandering between realms, reinvention. When the straddling words card shows up, it's an invitation to get used to living with one foot in your old world and one foot in the new. There is no going back to the way things once were, and what will be is not yet fully here. You must find the delicate balance that can bring you delight as you release the past and all your memories, along with awe as you glimpse the astonishing and exciting future. Do not wait for applause. Move on quietly, humbly, invisible to others. This card brings an invitation to begin not only a new chapter, but a new book in your life. Do not break the news to anyone. Let people be as surprised as you are as you reinvent yourself. Make sure you are not just a slightly improved and more polished version of a dated and obsolete you. Birth yourself into someone original. Do not feel like you have to explain yourself or be understood by anyone. Become a mystery even to yourself. Gaze into the mirror one morning and be pleasantly surprised. Straddling words invite you to become a true wizard, not one who performs magic tricks, but one who has mastered the dance between the visible and the invisible worlds, between the realms of form and formless. You are the birther of new ideas, of original and sustainable ways of being in the world. It's telling me that this partner of yours is like going through metamorphosis also, like there is all these knives, but something out of this suffering and pain can come growth to a new version of that person that can be actually better. Maybe from the holes of the kind of puncture of the knives can come like a knife, like knife is putting like a wings are coming from there or something. Yeah, so sometimes change is needed, and like in any way there is this unexpected othering. So it tells me there is a bond, there is the commitment, just that now I totally see you going separate ways, this person of yours, even there has been love or there is possible to love. this moment, this separation is very evident, but there's the ring element, so there's something there kind of going around in cycles. So I will end this reading now here. It's a little bit, I would like to know more. Maybe I take one of this Chakra Wisdom Oracle card, just to have a little bit something to advise for this relationship, what you should think about. Let's talk about separation, how to go on. Miracle. What is also going well with this unexpected. So some miracle is happening. Yes. Not that miracle can be. Maybe each one of you can finally be themselves. It's a miracle also that you are truly who you are. Sun sparkler. Integrity is what turns on the light. Darkville is a town of self-centered people. One day Betty is given too much change after making a purchase, and she returns extra money. A brilliant light bursts from the stump of a dead oak tree in the center of the town. The citizens are bewildered by the sudden brightness, but neither question the sun sparkler nor change their cheating ways. One day a child asks it why it came. It tells her that it shines for all that is good in the world and appears when a good deed occurs. The residents of Darkville are touched and become more selfless. There is this inspiration here. Do you let someone in, or do you pretend not to see them? You cannot shut out pain without shutting out pleasure. Kindness exists to lend magic to integrity. The essence of inspiration is integrity. Can I be counted on? Being a light, lighting the way for others, coming miracles. Yeah, I think that being seen, like see the good, first of all, in the situation, even if it's painful. Separation can be painful for both. The reason can be exactly that you are just in your life struggling, and then there is no heart able to be open for somebody when you have to be so much struggling. But if you focus on the good, what good comes out of this, that you go separate paths, for example, maybe there is a lot of beautiful growth, like this person turn into kind of like an angel. Like focus on the good, and unexpected miracles can happen for you, I would say. Consistent, committed, imperfect action. This is something that I live by also with my readings here. And sometimes it applies to the relationship, that you just take consistent, committed, imperfect action, and it can be just that you are committed to certain kind of having this commitment to a certain things, and you value those things and you choose those things, and eventually you don't know, you are not too fixed of the outcome, but as long as you do good things, the good increases, the light increases. So it's eventually the miracles can happen. It's very difficult for me to this reading. I would like to say more, but I think I will end it here. I just see miracle and unexpected, and even a ring. So these are the beautiful like a thing about this, even though I see separation. speak up, because throat chakra is all about expressing yourself. Communicate, don't stay a silent child. Okay, we go to pile number 2. So we have the Versailles and 2 swans. Tells me very much a love connection here. Also the heart chakra. Be a true lover and not an actor. What does mean? I pull immediately this archetype card. I think that's a good point to start this reading, even though I will first take the Lady Chatterleys card. That's for sure first. Okay. Lady has, he thinks too much of himself, that man. Okay. A bit like the Sun Versailles King, I would say. Okay, let's read this. Quite, said Clifford. He thinks too much of himself, that man. Do you think he does? Said Connie. Oh, decidedly. He thinks he's something exceptional. You know, he had a wife he didn't get on with, so he joined up in 1915 and was sent out to India, I believe. Anyway, he was blacksmith to the cavalry in Egypt for a time, always was connected with horses, a clever fellow that way. Then some Indian colonel took a fancy to him, and he was made a lieutenant. Yes, they gave him a commission. I believe he went back to India with his colonel and up to the northwest frontier. He was ill. He has a pension. He didn't come out the army till last year, I believe, and then naturally it isn't easy for a man like that to get back to his own level. He's bound to flounder, but he does his duty all right as far as I'm concerned. Only I'm not having any of Lieutenant Miller's touch. How could they make him an officer when he speaks broad Derbyshire? He doesn't, except by fits and starts. He can speak perfectly well for him. I suppose he has an idea if he's come down to the ranks again, he'd better speak as the ranks speak. Why didn't you tell me about him before? Said Connie. Oh, I know, I have no patience with these romances. They are the ruin of all order. It's 1,000 pities they ever happened. Connie was inclined to agree. What was the good of discontented people who fitted in nowhere? This was a lady and a lord speaking. This is kind of like a Versailles showing this. Also, like they were like a rich people living in the just a rich house, talking about the servant. But Connie was curious about it, so I will just pull what I feel to this pile. So I will first pull archetype card. I feel like we need to have a lot of little archetype. The archetype in this is Anima Mundi. So like this word spirit. So you have very, see what is coming here. It's very big energy, initiations. So first of all, there is a lot of love coming because the heart chakra is already there, or that tells about being a true lover. Anima Mundi is the soul of the world, all that is. Very big energy here. Archetype interrelationship currently for you. Anima Mundi epitomizes the principle accept all, reject none. Simply put, it is the living soul of the world in all its multifaceted, multidimensional layers bonded together by loving cosmic forces. Diversity is celebrated, multiplicity is honored, and nothing is denied and praised. Constructs of separation dissipate into the world, wonderful mess of shared consciousness. Anima Mundi is the link between the literal and the imaginal, the rational and the mythic. It is the connective fiber that makes life meaningful. This card indicates an initiation on the level of the soul. You will awaken the unique light within and witness how this light contributes to the radiance of the entire universe. You will sense yourself as a critical note in the cosmic orchestra. This destiny is altered as you hear the enchanted melody of all living things. Wow, cosmic music coming here. Versailles. I'm gonna pick a different pack now, so we have totally new chances of getting cards. Let's have this. The tail deck. So, gonna see now you and your person. What are this lady and the Lord here? Well, committed relationship also. They were married, Connie and this Clifford. So, you are coming as a Knight of Wands. Kind of very passionate. I think, yes, this is the most passionate, a bit like a sexy knight. This fairy tale I can read soon. And your person is coming as Page of Wands. Okay, you're both similar doing action energy, fire energy. Almost like you're attacking each other. What a performance. One is like busy with some, I don't know what are these tools. And here is like riding. Okay. It's like a show. Okay, let's read about this kind of stuff. What's going on here? Even in this book next to each other, they're really like a neighbor energies. You are coming as Tatterhood, Norwegian fairy tale. The Knight of Wands represent a fearless fighter eager to charge into battle, especially if it means defending someone she loves. Reckless and unafraid, Tatterhood grabs what she wants to claim, the future she desires. Adventure, passion, a rebel, a flirt, a hot temper. Okay, there is a lot of flirting going on by your side. And the person is coming as a Republic of Congo, Nyanga mythology, Mindo. Page of Wands represent a childlike optimism and carefree rebellion. For Mivindo, every situation is made fun by a swish of his magical fly sweater. He makes many enemies, but just as many friends who help him in his journey. Playfulness, charisma, discovery, a roach, enthusiasm. So very passionate connection here. Music playing, that looks like rhythmic a little bit. There is this Versailles heart. Beating with your heart, this stuff. What kind of other advice card I do for the other piles? I'm improvising now, so I'm going for seeing what is the Queen of the Moon Oracle wisdom, because Moon is just over there. There's full moon in Sagittarius. So Moon energy for you is Queen. Very much. Sovereignty. Powerful. It's really this kind of queen. Versailles is also very royal. Okay, let's have a little bit of this shaman oracle deck. We have this moon. So, okay, oval. Oval is coming as a spirit animal here. Relationship. essence. Owl is the master of night. She can see situations with perfect clarity, more so when it's dark, and is able to discern truth when others are sightless. She helps you find your light and your lightness in the darkest moments of your life, and to embrace the night as your ally. Owl can bring you message from the invisible world. She opens your ears so that you may hear the voices of ancestors and you may acquire their wisdom and make it your own. Invitation is to look around you, notice every detail, and find the hidden messages brought to you by Owl. Do not shoot the messenger. Be grateful to be grateful to the friend who shows you what you have not wanted to see until now. Observe all the facets of the diamond without judgment. Remember that the facets you dislike are often mirrors of the parts of you that you do not want to recognize. Do not be afraid of the truth, as it will become your compass. So truth is a compass in this relationship. There's kind of this next to each other are now like your person is actually this kind of oval wise person. Because they landed like that. You are like this queen of the moon. The person is like an oval of the night. Night people both. Okay, let's see this whisper of love. Still, we can end with this. Oh, I got two. So you got speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change lives, including your own. And they're holding this dragon, this two person, magical thing. And the person gets love makes the difference. Love helps heal past hurts and provides a sense of security and self-worth. So there is some kind of very sea-related dreams. Music coming from the gramophone. Looks like almost like a Santa Lucia. There is this fire burning in the head. A lot of action happening, but there's kind of like love makes the difference. Yeah, very, very loving deck, very loving pile. I would just say that go with this flow, go with this, you speak the language of love, and then your person realizes the love makes the difference. Yes. This Tetherhood is very active. A rebel. The other one is like here, bongo bonging something. Okay, this was your reading pile number 2. And let's go for the last one, which is pile number 3. And in the evening purple, this two person in the sea, and then this star. What is your Lady Chatterleys Lover card? It's not so many cards, it's just number 8 chapter. You have here, but it was the breath of Persephone. Interesting. Okay, some goddess stories. Dark here. I'll try to read. Very, very long. This is part of this love reading. I'm reading from this book now. So, Mrs. Bolton said, "Now, why don't you go for a walk through the wood and look at the doves behind the keeper's cottage? They are the prettiest sight you'd see in day March, and you could put some in your room. Wild doves are always so cheerful looking, aren't they? Connie took it in good part, even doves for daffodils. Wild daffodils, after all, one should not stew in one's own juice. The spring came back, seasons return, but not to me returns day or the sweet approach of even or morn. And the keeper, his thin white body like a lonely pistil of an invisible flower, she had forgotten him in her unspeakable depression. But now something roused, pale beyond porch and portal. The thing to do was to pass the porches and the portals. She was stronger, she could walk better, and in the wood, the wind would not be so tiring as it was across the park, flattening against her. She wanted to forget the world and all the dreadful carrion-bodied people. Ye must be born again. I believe in the resurrection of the body. Except a grain of wheat fall into the earth and die, it shall by no means bring forth. When the crocus come forth, I too will emerge and see the sun. In the wind of March, endless phrases fed through her consciousness. Little cuts of sunshine blew strangely bright and lit up the celandines at the wood's edge under the hazel rods. They spangled out bright and yellow, and the wood was stiller, but yet gusty with crossing sun. The first wind flowers were out, and all the wood seemed pale with the pallor of endless little anemones sprinkling the shaken floor. The world has grown pale with thy breath, but it was the breath of Persephone this time. She was out of hell on a cold morning. Cold breaths of wind came, and overhead there was an anger of entangled wind caught among the twigs. It too was caught and trying to tear itself free, the wind like Absalom. How cold the anemones looked, bobbing their naked white shoulders over crinoline skirts of green. But they stood it, a few first bleached little primroses too, by the path, and yellow buds unfolding themselves. Oh, it was a little bit long. I hope it was giving you some sense of beautiful spring flowers. Always beautiful to look at, very inspiring. It's Connie as well. Like Persephone is, sometimes I see Persephone as a high priestess. And this here is the crown chakra, is very high priestess energy as well. So let's see. The next card I took for the other piles was this archetype card. So I feel like I take also for you what is going with this archetype of your relationship. The siren. It's beautiful that it's next to the sea. It's this boss card, and then we have the siren. And Persephone also is kind of feminine power. Interesting. The message of the siren. Archetype. I have heard, like, I'm born the same day as Marilyn Monroe. Yesterday was my birthday, 1st of June. Sometimes kind of like Marilyn Monroe kind of women are like sirens. There is this kind of calling in your relationship. The temptress, the seducer, the femme fatale. The siren calls and the world spins. What we thought we wanted pales in comparison to the sweet allure of her song. We find ourselves lost in a spell of desire and longing, perhaps even lust. Whether the thing calling to us is ultimately good or bad is somewhat irrelevant. It's the journey that matters, and the work of the siren is to take us on a deep psychic descent. Following her song, we go down, down, down to a place where lessons are learned and courage must be rallied to find our way back to dryland. Try as we might, resisting the call may not even be an option. unless, like Odysseus, we bind our hands to the mast of our ship. It's likely, though, that falling for her call is the only way we will come to live more fully on the surface. Interesting. It's like awakened sensuality and stuff. It's also, this archetype include the archetype of nymph, mermaid, and the fairy. They often come in sets of 3 as a trinity of temptation. Embodying the siren archetype requires that we explore things that are taboo. The siren laughs at connections and constraints. She eats rules. Yeah, anyway, it's also toxic if you don't respect the rules, kind of in relationship, you should be respectful. Anyway, there is seducer coming on, and this couple is like on the beach. It's almost like a, yeah. I think they're looking to the sea. This couple, it's almost like they are like hearing the siren's call. She's a siren. Anyway, this was a personal story here too. I will take a separate deck now because I want to have a fresh deck. Only one I have here is now this. No, I will take these cards from here. Let's see. Use this classic tarot deck. It's here. So I can have this again. Pile number 3. Let's see what is the relationship between you and a person. We have here. Okay, this one to come together. We have 2 cards. They're coming as, they're same. I had the same cards. I even mixed this, but I have the same cards as the previous pile. There is, you are coming that you have a completely tower moment and completely like a step back to like a, I mean, I had a hernia operation this spring, but there is almost like a literally you had like a some operation. Things are changing. Things must change. It cannot stay the same. And the person has the Queen of Pentacles. So it's really like a person is coming like this wealthy queen, a stable person. Can be also a man, like just stable, very grounded queen. Siren is causing, maybe there is some, is that thing, maybe the seduction has caused issues. Almost like I see, because it's a woman, I see this like a man has issues with some seduction thing going on, but the woman is just sitting on the throne. Or she's the siren, but there is definitely issues with you. Because this, I'll read the first one as you. Okay, let's see the blood connection now. What is the hopes and dreams of that? Let's put back these cards, previous. Love connection in this one. It looks a bit like a change. Okay, this go too. So look to your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize. Person suffering is anyway stronger than you think. You are coming like that. inner strength. There has been some heartbreaks. Person comes up like attracts like. If you long for more love, be more loving. So it's almost like telling like this kind of stable love is possible. You just have to be more stable. Like attracts like. You don't have to look for the stable person. You just have to be more stable. Be more loving. Be more stable. Then you have them. Like a mirror. It's just a seducer involved here. Maybe that caused the issue. Some siren. Advice to this situation that you had a siren messing up your love life. What could it be? I take it from this Chakra Wisdom Oracle. Let's put back this thing. File number 3. Guru energy here. You can master this stuff. Get the 2. You and a person advice. For you, a miracle. I've seen this card before. Just miracles possible for you out of this struggle. You have inner strength. Person has gossip. There is that. Some siren has been somewhere and there's a gossip going on maybe. But miracle I just had in the previous file 2. Maybe this is beautiful time for miracles. Now summer. This is for you, sun sparkle. Integrity is what turns on the light. Do you let someone in or do you pretend not to see them? You cannot shut out pain without shutting out pleasure. Kindness exists to lend magic to integrity. I give you a meditation. Imagine a warm yellow light pouring down from the heavens. Stand directly under the vibrant energy as it showers over you. Allow all material worries to melt away. Sun sparkler will speak to you now. When you are finished, return to your normal consciousness and write down what you have heard. So you can have some wisdom from a light that helps your struggle maybe. And the person you are with is gossiping, and maybe this is the problem with the relationship, that they are, you don't feel like you can trust them. They gossip, they tell your secrets to some people, they should not. What is this? Sharma and Chhatterer suggests that appreciating differences is key. This card is a warning that you may lose a valuable relationship if you do not appreciate what you have. I read the legend of this one. Charmaine is eccentric and kind. From her chartreuse greenhouse to her fascination with scarves, she is a topic of town gossip. After her death, the local people discover her incredible detailed paintings of their town and realize she was an extraordinary artist who painted their lives with love. They feel sadness for never having really known her. Maybe I give you the meditation also. This is for a partner coming up here. Visualize someone you may be judging harshly. Notice how powerful your negative feelings are. Picture yourself in a room with that person and tell them what you like about them. If you run out of things to say, start repeating. You can accept this person as they are. Allow them to tell you things they like about you. When they finish, thank them for coming. So yeah, maybe there is a lot of judgment, but anyway, like attracts likes. So maybe it does, even because he's landing on top of that, that maybe you are attracting somebody who's like you, who has also had to deal with these gossips. So it's kind of used to that, and so it's not like a big deal. No, for more love. But anyway, you should not be gossiping or like judging people. Everybody has their pain points, and not everybody show even all the things what they go through. So like an iceberg, like you cannot know what is underneath somebody's, even somebody being happy, what it took them to be happy. It can be a lot sacrifices they had to do, a lot of saving to travel somewhere, or it can be really a thing that understanding is more the key. Start to understand and know the people, really ask questions and know the people, really, not to, like the miracle here is telling also about the inner strength, that you, even if you have suffered and have a hard time, there is truly this kind of good things coming out of that experience. Sometimes we need to learn our lessons. We have to go bottom down, and everything has to be destroyed before we know, like why that happened, or like it's like, okay, we shouldn't ask why, but like things happen, so we have to, sometimes we are on the wrong path. So the blessing that we are direct to a better one. It's a lot here, cards. I still would like to give you some, maybe a light message here. Get it to one pile also. A light message. Message. Pile number 3. Guru energy. 3. No. Oh, so many. Okay. 5. Wow. Okay. I'm hurt. I'm strong. Look to your inner strength. I'm strong. I'm hurt. The siren is hurt also. I'm peaceful. Don't gossip. Don't make difficulties where there doesn't have to be. I'm in harmony with my creation. So, and then I'm wonderful. Yes. I think there's a lot of abundance in this kind of miracle. I just see this now, this Queen of Pentacles, and then this like this Pentacle can be also like a miracle. If you don't always see how much something is valuable. In this relationship, I'm going really like a weird direction again, but just there is a lot of strength inside. This is also coming from inside. It's kind of like a light side of this log lady. Oh yes, Twin Peaks connected is like a log lady. Funny. But it's nurturing things into being. It's also like it takes sometimes time to have something. But yeah, it can be like a spark. It can be the fire also. But I mean, don't let the fire die in this relationship. Whatever is the siren has been there, like a watering your plants, not plants, plants. there's some interruption of like some siren disturbing your man or the woman or whatever, like there's still a lot of like a crown chakra guru energy here. Don't be egotist, be serving others. And then miracles can happen. Oh, still would like to give you a card. I feel it's not enough. One advice card. One advice card. Let's go with this little bit nature pack, Celtic style. This one. There's one more. Okay, so still your relationship comes in these cards. Transformation, that is totally true, showing like if we look to the tower, it calls for transformation, so it's clearly pointing that. But also it looks like the amethyst, that crystal there, what you have also here in your reading. And then divine love. So there is this possibility of divine love anyway, out of very much abundance also. It's possible. So just remember that. That you have to go through some transformation before you can be somebody with a divine love. Like it's waiting here anyway. It's existing for you. It's coming with the peace. Finding peace and harmony. Likes attract likes. So you are needing this in you. You have to find the peace within yourself. Everything comes from your inner strength. It starts with you, and then the other person, possible person reflects that back to you. But you should not like kind of outsource something that you want in your life. You look it first within yourself. Even if it's painful. The pain is part of growing. You cannot avoid the pain. It's kind of cliche to say, but like you have to like face things in life. And then there can be like this opening, miracles happening, because you are like open, your heart is open also. You let it happen. You're open for miracle. Okay, I'll end these readings now here. I feel it's a little bit like a lot, but I'm happy to make this reading always on Friday. I continue to do my paper cards that I have planned to make a postcard series, and hopefully I can sell that on Etsy or somewhere. I will make a set of at least 7 postcards, so I will sell them in the set. And what else? The full moon is there. This is a beautiful polar time to really know what you want, what are your goals, and what you want to create. Yeah. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this, press the like button, subscribe to my channel, and see you next week. Bye.